Okay, Reggie, before we get into today's segment, is there anything you'd like to speak on or talk about before we get going?
Just right quick, I just wanted to shout out to Sagittarius. Happy birthday to y'all. It's y'all month. And so y'all have a good one and happy birthday from Bomb First. Uh, I hear that y'all are very, very loyal people, and also whatever y'all do, y'all love hard. And if y'all work for somebody, y'all go hard. So next time I have a job and I need to hire somebody, if they're Sagittarius, I'm going to give them that shot first. My boy at Player Makers, Big Flossie, y'all go to his YouTube or his website, Facebook or whatever, and check him out. It's Christmas time. I've been checking out his Facebook page, and man, he got some nice stuff for the ladies. And so if y'all got a young lady y'all want to buy something for Christmas, y'all go out and support our homeboy Big Flossie from the LBC crew. Uh, Damn, John, other than that, man, I think we good, brother.
Okay, real quick before we get into the question, I just want to ask our viewers to please check out our backup channel where we're going to start posting full-length interviews. So if you could go over and subscribe to that, the link will be on the screen. But the first question I have for you, Reggie, is obviously last Friday, Diddy had a bail hearing where he's attempting for the third time now to get released on bail. I just wanted to get your thoughts and if you had any takeaways from what you saw in regards to the court hearing.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword to me, y'all. I know a lot of y'all believe in justice right away. Y'all so hard in Bumper's comments. And so I know all of y'all and most of y'all like, fuck that. That nigga had something to do with the death of Tupac. He need to be in jail and start paying for, what he did, his part he did with Tupac. So I get it. I understand. But then the other side of the sword on me is like, man, I just want to what a white man, a black man, a Mexican man, a Chinese man could get, a poor man, a rich man. I just want to live in a country where we all have the same rules. So if you commit murder for one person, the bill is this amount. You commit murder for two people, your bill is this amount. You rape one person, the bill is this amount. You rape one kid, the bill should be no bill, but it's this amount. I just want to live in America like that. And I totally get what the defense is raising about. You let this one man out. He's 80 years old. I get it. He's a white man. He's not accused to the age bracket of kids that Diddy is accused of in civil complaints. Y'all got to remember, Diddy has only been accused of a crime for one victim at this point. That gentleman that got a $10 million bill has more victims. And he has some underage kids or young, teenager boys that's alleged in his complaint.
It's definitely that time of the year where Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals come along. People normally shop because they get a deal that they don't normally get the rest of the year. Except with Raycon, because with Raycon you get an amazing deal on premium audio every day of the year. But that doesn't mean that they're not having any sale for Black Friday. Far from it. They're actually doubling down on their amazing value by offering our viewers up to 30% off site-wide. Raycons are my go-to earbud whenever I'm doing editing or listening to music and really need to focus. If you haven't checked out their latest model, which includes plenty of new features that make them even more of a must-have for any audio lover. They offer 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with two devices at once. One thing I really love about Raycon's everyday earbuds is they come with active noise cancellation, which helps me focus and zone in on what I'm working on. I really love that Raycon's quality rivals some of the biggest names in the premium audio space, but Raycons start at just half the price than the other guys. So you're already getting an incredible deal even before the 30% off that you get site-wide. Go to buyraycon.com/bomb first to get up to 30% off site-wide. Brought to you by Raycon. So don't be a sucker this season and get the most high-performance earbuds at an affordable price now with Raycon.
So I'm kind of baffled, if I'm keeping it real, whether I think Diddy should have bail or not. Okay, that being withstand, I kind of believe Diddy might be getting out sometime this week, y'all. But this is what I also believe, y'all. I believe that the government been working all weekend. They ain't seen their spouses and their boyfriends, girlfriends, or wives, or whatever all weekend because they've been out investigating and they trying to get enough dirt on him to add some more charges on him, mainly the kids. And I'm almost want to put my reputation online and saying superseding. Y'all remember I taught y'all that word? I know y'all been hearing it a lot, but if y'all keep it real, the first time y'all heard superseding indictments was on Bomb First about 2 or 3 months ago. And I really believe that there's going to be some more victims and even maybe some more co-defendants added this week. Because if they let them out, then the prosecution, if they that mad, they're going to go and add some more charges on him and say, Judge, well, he got these now. You going to give him bail on this now? Now, if I was Diddy attorneys, I would be like, come on, Judge. If they plan on adding some more charges and all of that, if they come and add some more victims and all of that, can he still remain out on bail? I would try to get that in writing. That would be my argument currently or now. But that's what the government's going to do if he does get out. I'm not saying, y'all ain't going to make up me mess up my record, on my track record of saying he is going to get out or he isn't. I'm just telling y'all what I believe and how, if I was Diddy's people, I would play it. And if I was the government, how I believe they're going to do. So that might be a good thing if the judge is leaning in the way of trying to let him out on bail. Because that's just going to escalate us learning who the other co-defendants are and, making the other victims start being able to get their justice. The part in the that they've been complaining about with the notes, or whatever he wrote and all of that they're going to have another hearing on, that's really making this judge kind of upset with the government. Any of y'all got a clue or what y'all think why that's such a big issue? Well, just tell y'all the reason that's a big issue because he was laying out people names, who to go talk to, who to go and make this go away or give some money to. So that's why it's a big thing. But once you see stuff like that, it's hard to unring in a judge head and no investigator head. So even though the government, it show you that it's big, there's some names on there that Diddy wanted y'all to go or he wanted his people to go and reach out and talk to. And boy, it would be interesting to see who names is on those. Because those are people that Diddy's are fearful of, for him to be writing them down and have his attorneys or his investigators or, whoever he was writing those notes to. I'm one that believe that word legal documents and all that, I think the fucking, I want to say that they added that after they learned what they did, but the government had pictures of it. And so I heard a couple of YouTubers said that the defense just added the names on there and all of that. And I was like, that don't make sense. They got pictures of it. They took pictures of it before they collected it. And so I think whoever's putting that out is giving some bad information. And that was on my channel that I like, the Law and Crime guy, who's someone on his channel said that they believe that they added the name or the term legal documents on the paperwork at the end. But the main thing is what's going to happen, y'all, is unfortunately, it's just going to make the government move quicker with adding some more victims and co-defendants. But I'm good because I'm still on record. Motherfuckers gonna be getting arrested by Christmas. And that's just gonna make the arrest go quicker. So that would be my take. I know a lot of y'all in the comments is like, man, why bomb persons keep talking about Diddy, Diddy, Diddy? Well, that's the popular thing that's going on, y'all. But I'll have John post this and show y'all this. Look what the numbers we get when we talk about Diddy. We talked about Whack 100 last week. We talked about Suge 2 times last week. We talked about Ray J 2 times last week. We talked about Art the Gay Log and Gene Deal 1 time last week. So for those of y'all don't like us talking about Diddy, well, all I can tell y'all is stay tuned this week. We're going to talk about some other things as well. Peace, bomb first.
Okay. Hypothetically, if you were Diddy right now and you were in his shoes and you had the resources that people believe he has, what would you be doing right now? What would you be focusing on at the moment?
Well, that's a good question, John. I hadn't even really thought about that one. Show y'all, me and John don't be practicing like y'all think. It's a damn good question. You know what I would be doing? We all under the impression, and we're going to find out real soon how much money Diddy really has. Because if the judge do give him a bill, we don't know yet. We taped this on Sunday, so he may have already got it or didn't get it. So please respect us by me saying that, because we taped on Sunday morning. Okay. My opinion, well, my biggest thing would be is get with a good trust attorney, right? He has 7 kids that he claims. Y'all know I only believe he has 5, but he claims 7 kids, so hey, that's his business, right? So I would be breaking up that for those 7 kids, amount of money and put it in a trust. Put it away. So say if he got $350 million like most of y'all believe, y'all gonna find out this week, and he don't. When y'all see it's a hard time, if the judge give him a bill and he give him more than $50 million that he wants. If he wants like 150 million, y'all gonna see how hard it's going to be him coming up with that money. It's gonna be another motherfucking Keefe D situation or Suge Knight situation when he thought Floyd Mayweather was gonna bail him out. You remember when he was hoping on Floyd to win the fight because Floyd had promised to bail him out? Well, we're gonna have some situations like that going on where he's trying to liquidate that plane quicker and sell those houses quicker and all of that. Y'all gonna see. But whatever amounts, let's say he got, for sake of argument, let's say he has $300 million of cash, right? I would put all of that 300 money, divide it among my 7 kids and put it into a trust. Save a little bit of it aside to be able to pay for the attorneys and all of that. Because if you don't, there's going to be something called Penn's liens that's going to be coming on by the government. If they make, on these superseding indictments, if they make it his stuff a criminal enterprise, where he's not going to be able to sell. I know a lot of y'all saying, well, government already did that. He can't sell. Now that's motherfuckers on YouTube reporting shit. Government ain't did that yet. But once they call this a criminal enterprise, they're going to be able to put a lien on all his access where he have to go permission. I know this because I had to go through it, where you had to go get permission from them to make transactions, to sell stuff, to liquidate things. But now if he put this stuff in a trust right quick, his kids will be able to have some money or have a future, right? That's all you really work and supposed to be caring about anyway. It's your kids. Because eventually, if you keep all this money and keep all the access, they're going to have liens on them because all of these civil lawsuits, okay, it ain't going to be 120 people that's going to win. But there's going to be 10 or 15 people that's going to win. And that's going to break his money. And so then you do what the Game did, what Suge Knight did and all of them, what 50 Cent did. You file bankruptcy on the corps or the companies or the businesses, right? But if you put these money in a trust in your kid's name, then they'll have something. You can't go after them, right? The money that if he gets a bail, that he put up for bail, hopefully he have his mama. You always say his mama have all the access, all the orders and all that. Have her put up the money. Because you can't go and sue the mama for his crimes or whatever. But you can sue if it's there. So what would be the first thing you do if you got a judgment against him, if you're one of these civil victims? You just go put a lien at the federal building. And so, once either he's found guilty, you get that money back, or you found out guilty, he gets that money back. And then you're first in line to get that money. So the two things I would be doing is finding somebody that has that $50 million if the judge let him out, where they be the ones that give it. So they can't go and attach that 3 to 4 years down the line when I'm either found guilty or not guilty in the civil complaints. You're also going to have punitive damages and what they call, fees that you're going to have to pay for being a criminal or whatever, that you're going to have to pay to the government, where they give you fine and restitution and all of that. And so you don't want the government taking that money. So that's the type of things I would be worried about doing right now. Getting the money protected, getting myself pretty much damn near broke, just able to pay the legal bills. So when the civil lawsuits come, I'll get all of them. Sell them all. Yeah, sell them all. Give them $50 million. I don't care. Do y'all remember what Suge Knight gave Daz Dillinger when he allegedly got that $25 million judgment? Harry O got a $107 million judgment. Reggie Wright had a little judgment against him. Sharitha and all these people had judgment. You know how much we all got? Only one got us some money was the IRS and the bankruptcy trustees. Nobody else got a penny. And the only reason Sharitha got a little bit was because it was child support. She didn't get the money from her divorce settlement behind that. My only point is, that's what you do. Then you get all those judgments, and then you just file BK. And that's what I would be doing if I was Diddy. Make sure all the money is put in these trusts for the kids. Have a little bit of money set aside just to pay the bill. Somebody else, that would be the mama. If she's supposed to have all the access like y'all say in her name, she'll be liquidating all that. That'd be the bill. So once I get out or the case is over, that money goes back to you. Because you put it from Diddy or any of your corporations, law 101. Just go put a lien on that. And when that case is settled, then they'll just get their money and collect it. Because what I try to teach y'all, why fools like Jaguar Wright, I don't mean to call her that. I said I'm not going to disrespect her anymore. When people like that gets away with saying stuff, it's because of a word called judgment proof. If you become judgment proof, you ain't got no money. You don't have anything. All you got is a judgment. Why y'all think Tasha K still running around? Ask Cardi B how much money she got from her. So stuff like that, what I would be doing if I was Diddy, would be just getting my money. One, the bail money would definitely come from somebody else, meaning his mama. That's about the only person that would probably do it. Put money in a trust in each one of my kids' name. Have a little bit of money set aside to pay my attorney bills. So let all these civil judgments come in. File BK. Hey, he gonna eventually have to do it anyway. Guarantee you. And so that's what I'll be doing. That's how I'll be preparing myself. And that's what I'll be doing right now if I was Diddy.
I've been hearing a lot that Diddy used 8 people's pack number in prison. I'm not really sure. Can you explain what a pack number is and why that's bad that he used other people's?
Man, I thought he was talking about 8 pox. No, I'm being funny, y'all. Yeah, pack number. That's the number you get in the feds to make phone calls, to email people, and stuff like that. And so when I was in, and that was in 2019, the amount of people that you can have on your visiting, or not visiting, on your emails and phone calls list was 30. So you can only have a total of 30 people on there that you can email and really communicate while you're in prison. And so the PAC number is the number that they give you when you go to the feds, where you can call out, where they can know that it's Reggie Wright calling out. And those people have to be on your approved list. And so, John, even I think when you was on my list, I think I even had to send you an email, or they sent you an email, and you had to approve it in order to receive emails and phone calls from me, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that's what the PAC is. So what Diddy was doing is he was using other people's PACs. Yeah, y'all think, it's a lot of niggas in jail, y'all, and in prison that don't have 30 friends and stuff like that. So what you do is go to those people, or they have them, but they'll be willing to take them off because you can pull somebody off at any time. And so what they did is they went and pulled, they either had, of somebody that was on their list that they trust to do the three-way call, or they had the PAC number, and they added, one of Diddy people on there where he could get on the phone. They give you that code because they give you a 5-digit code. I forget what my 5-digit code was. I used to, that it's 2 numbers you learn in the feds when you go. You learn your number. Mine was 750-95112. That was one number that you have. That's the number that they always ask you. That's like your name. Then you have what they call your PAC number. That's the way you use when you put in before you can be able to make a phone call. And so you dial that number in, and then that's how the pen know it was you and who you called. So what Diddy was just doing, and that's why y'all keep hearing about a PAC number, is one of the dudes in there that he done got up under was calling their girl, and then they would do what they call a three-way call. You can use your phone privileges for that. We had a thing where I was at during the time where everybody lost 30 days of good time because they had a three-way texting system. Because most dudes in there broke. Fortunately, y'all was looking out for me, John, and people, my friends, D-Blah, Art, people like that was sending me money on my books, my wife, my family. Well, I didn't have no worries because that shit is expensive when you emailing people all day, because you can use the email as much as you want. Prior to COVID, you used to could only use about 300 minutes a month, but those calls were expensive. But people in there don't have people like that looking out for them. And so he probably was just putting money on those dudes' books and was like, call your girl, and then they would do a three-way call. But guys, I was just saying that to say, they went and did an investigation on, there's a emailing system where you can use a third party, and it was like free, where you didn't have to put people under your PAC number, and they were doing something, and all those dudes lost 30 days when I was in there. I was just glad I didn't get caught in there. Wished like hell I would have now, because then I would have had 30 days with more than I would have to stay in that motherfucker. Then I wouldn't have went in there halfway off and got caught this bullshit ass COVID and get fucked up like I am now. But hey, guess it was in God's plan for this to happen to me. But y'all boy is coming back. Y'all boy is coming back. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. But other than that, yeah, that's what a PAC number is. That's why it's so difficult. And that's why they're making a big thing out of it, because it would be like John called this person and was having that conversation when it was really Reggie on the phone making those calls and stuff like that. But the pen thought it was John. They didn't know it was Diddy. So that's what dudes do to circumvent their voices being on their phone, because if they just focusing on Reggie right now and investigating Reggie, they ain't thinking about John, but Reggie over there on John's phone making the calls. So that's why it's a big thing about that PAC number. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy have lost from that investigation, that we be hearing that he did lose his email privileges and his phone privileges for probably 30 days to 60 days after it's all said and done. But I'm sure Diddy don't give a fuck right now because he's thinking he's walking home, at least sometime this week, towards the end of the week. But it'll be a big thing if the judge elects not to let him out. Then it'll become a major issue. So that's what a pack number is. And that's why that's a big thing. I know a lot of y'all get confused because you be like, shit, niggas be calling me every day and I don't even want them to call. And they be calling me. Well, that's the state. That'd be people that's probably in the state. But the feds is a little different. So we just wanted to explain to y'all because I know y'all been hearing the word 8 people pack numbers that he's been used. And shit, John didn't know what the hell I was talking about until I had to remind him what we had to go through when I was locked down in 2019. Yep.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar released a surprise album, and he has a song on there called Reincarnation, where they recreated the beat from the Made Tupac and Outlaw song on Gang Related. I wanted to see if you saw this and if you have any thoughts about them using that beat.
From the song Made Niggas, right? That was a boss move on Kendrick part. Y'all know why he did that. Because he was just showing you, hey, I can do this. Drake, the estate of Tupac sent you a cease and desist letter when you tried to use some of Tupac lyrics. So that was a boss move. But y'all got to understand labels and all of that. Kendrick is signed to Interscope Records. They all distribute by Universal Music Group. But Interscope Records and that's also where Tupac estate and Tupac was assigned with, was Interscope under Universal Music Group. Okay. So that's all that was done. But what they did something where you don't even have to get, most of y'all don't know, I've been hearing a lot of YouTubers saying he sampled. I'm like, wish people learn the game. I wish y'all come over to Bomb first and listen to Reggie Wright. But anyway, that's not a sample, y'all. That was a replay. If y'all hear it, they replayed it. There's more pianos and more keys at the beginning. But you can replay. That's what you do where you just give up the publishing. You're just not using the master recording. And so you can replay anybody's song as long as you're just willing to give up the publishing. The good thing about it, I know a lot of y'all be glad. I'm glad they did do a song that didn't have any samples in, because y'all know I always give Johnny J hell. But the one thing I did notice is that was one of the few songs that Johnny J did that didn't have a sample in it. And so shout out to Johnny J Estate. Hopefully this song, which, that's about the 8th strongest song on the album to me. But at least, his wife or his estate, whoever his estate is, will be eating well, get some good money off of that because we all know Kendrick album is going to sell well because he's hot as a firecracker right now. But song is okay. I'm not going to sit up here and be like most of y'all because, the Tupac beat, Main Niggas on there, and that's the best song. No, that ain't the best song that's on that album. I would just like to, it's going to be interesting to see Suge Knight's take on it. I wonder if because Kendrick's from Compton, it's going to be okay. That, Kendrick sampled the Tupac song, which, like I said, Suge has no control. Death Row, Snoop Dogg has no control. Even to be honest, the state don't have no control of whether it could have been done or not because they replayed it. It's just that they're going to benefit from it, meaning Johnny J, the producer, he's going to benefit like hell from that particular song. But my interest, I was just like thinking, and I was like, man, it's going to be interesting. I know Suge going to, be glad and happy and all of that, Kendrick did it because, Suge rides with the Compton stuff. But it just made me think about something. I was like, why nobody ever tripped? Or did they replay? They might have replayed it because Puffy know the game, so he might have did it. But we didn't get as mad. We didn't get mad. I was wondering why none of us got mad when Diddy song did that on All Eyes on Me. When he, used that song to blow up. I know he didn't sell it commercially. It was just a promo song or a song that was released. But if it ever got on Spotify, then he's making some money off of it somehow. I was just wondering how did he was able to get away with that on that particular song. But then I even started thinking more. I was like, damn, I remember my nigga Rick, who I kind of like. Suge Knight don't like for some reason. Him and Suge Knight have a major issue with each other. But I remember Rick did a song with Drake called Lemon Pepper Freestyle, right? Death Row, that's for the niggas. I'm hit 'em up, Machiavelli. It's all eyes on me. My pinky ring is still MOB. And I was like, damn. I wonder if my boy Suge knows about that. I was like, whoa. Now, stuff like that, he could jump up and down and act a fool about when he had those rights. But hey, who knows? But still stuff like that, I'll just remind y'all for those that has a problem with Kendrick using that, hey, people has done it in the past. And, that was just something for point of information because y'all always say we don't talk about music, so and we just threw that out. Speaking of that, yeah, boy Suge Knight about to start up another interview again with your boy. I bet they're gonna have to bring him back. I'm hearing he's probably gonna be doing it with the boy Mikey Francine channel because man, they did a great job over there. So he's gonna be back over there, and I bet y'all, guarantee y'all, he gonna go in and touch on this subject. And he gonna probably get on Rick Ross' ass and people like that ass because I hear he's upset that how a lot of these people is fucking with or was fucking with Diddy that's not fucking with him anymore. The Clyde Davis, the Jimmy Iobeens. So it'll be interesting. But I bet you, I guarantee you, I know Suge Knight. Free Ray, y'all boy Rick Ross, Ricky Rose or whatever y'all call him. He gonna catch some strays from Suge Knight because that's how your boy Reggie Wright knows him. But other than that, that would be my only take about the Kendrick thing. But shout out Kendrick, great job, Lil Wayne. All right, I know you're an older man now and you taking the high road, but Lil Wayne, I think you might can handle Kendrick. I think you, instead of tweeting, you need to do a record to respond. Go save your yellow brother Drake. Go save him, Lil Wayne. Enter that beef, Lil Wayne. Don't be a J. Cole. But that would be my only take. Snoop Dogg, I told y'all that motherfucker is a fun little fucking politician. Boy, that's the biggest politician it is. He claiming on eating the edibles and all of that. That right there, if that don't teach y'all that what Reggie been telling y'all about Snoop Dogg being a politician, then I don't know what else I can tell y'all. Because you see how he bowed out there real quick. And then he gonna call Kendrick the king of the West Coast. Well, Snoop probably can say that. I would say Ice Cube and E40, me personally, will have some say-so to say that. But ultimately, y'all know I hate on Snoop a lot. Well, Snoop, still Reggie Wright's favorite artist. Y'all get mad at me every time I say that. But I listen to more Snoop songs than I do Tupac, y'all. Peace.
Reggie, I saw an interview over on Cam Capone News, and he interviewed Ali Zoe Adam and talked about the shooting incident with Suge in Miami. Did you see that interview? And if so, do you have any thoughts about it?
I saw that particular interview, and I talked to my boy Ali, and you know what, matter of fact, we're going to call him. But the interview that you're talking about is, I remember that, and I had always thought it was, Big Jimmy that had something to do with it because of a conversation that Wack 100 said he had over the phone with Big Jimmy and Suge. What Jimmy told him pretty much. Jimmy was like, Okay, nigga, last time it was just in the leg. Next time I'm gonna have it raised up a few inches higher, and it's gonna be into a headshot. And so when I heard Ali, that made me think of Jimmy, but I know they both are Haitians, and they probably were cool, and they probably had relationships. And so I was like, damn, I didn't know, because I know Ali, Ali ran Miami back in the day. Him and this crew, they were. And so if it happened in Miami, Ali had to know something about it. So I'm going to get Ali on the phone right quick and let him explain what happened, because I don't want to open my mouth. But I know over here at Bomb First, well, we all believe, I know y'all heard me say, and that was just the play to help Suge out, because that's when I was Suge homeboy and this boy there. Well, I was like, oh, because I didn't want nobody to get points like Suge got shot. So I used to just say, Suge shot himself in the leg. Y'all didn't heard me say that. And that was just me, taking the role like, I ain't letting no nigga say they shot my nigga. But I don't let them tell the story. Let Ali tell the story, because he was definitely there. And hey, Bomb First, y'all get it here y'all get the real over here at Bomb First. The good, the bad, or the ugly. So let me get Ali on the phone right quick and let him tell it. Ali, what's up, baby?
Reggie, what's up? What was happening with you, man?
Oh, man. You remember I told you I may give you a call if my boy John asked me about this particular question, and it did come up. And
Okay. Where John at?
John's on the phone with us. Say that to my boy Ali, John.
Hey, Ali, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah.
What's up, John?
So anyway, Ali, on Bomb First, this story been out there for a while, man. I know you've been locked down, and so I just want everybody to know. I have you tell who you are, so for those that don't know you, but he been making his rounds over there on Vlad TV. Just finished up over there with the Vlad show, and he also just finished up or in the middle of doing a show with my boy Cam Capone show, and he's gonna be doing some more stuff. And I just, we just know people, and we reached out. My boy D Ward, y'all know, big supporter of our show. He got me and Ali on the phone, and we've been chopping it up for a few times. And me and D Ward, we didn't get credit for it, but we are the ones that kind of convinced Ali to go ahead and do that interview over there with Vlad, but he giving the respect to somebody else, so we'll leave that alone. But anyway, so Ali, there's this story out there when Suge got shot in Miami, right? And I heard you kind of talk about it over there on Cam Capone's show. And I just want you to explain what really went down, because over here at Bomb First, we got a couple of stories out there. Wack told one, I told one, but I know you was there. Suge ain't talked about it too much. I know he sued Kanye and made Kanye, but we all know that's just a money move. That's just Suge been a boss move. Yeah, exactly. But Ali, if you could mind whatever you could say and talk about, we respect it. We know you a street dude, so we know you don't like to talk too much. But whatever you can say, tell about people about your books.
It's old, man. It's old. Ain't no statute limitation on no attempt.
Yeah.
But Suge, how Suge was, over the years it's been nonstop. He's been barking and doing his thing here and there, At the same time, there's a lot of dudes in LA ain't never see that, big dudes, friends, even Black was cool back then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other dudes, Lane, Orlando, everybody really did their own. There was a lot of different men that I was aligned with from LA that fucked with me the long way. I made sure I cleared the lane for them. They people could party and hang out and do them and me, but it was like a last draw, because at the Rival Awards, my Haitian homeboy Shakim, who managed Queen Latifah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He managed Queen Latifah from day one. You know Shakim.
I know Shakim, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my Haitian homie, he Haitian,
Yeah.
And Shakim went to higher waters and aspects, you know what I'm saying, to get Dr. Dre a good old award.
Yeah.
And he went high to try to get Quincy Jones, a godfather of hip-hop, And it's like, okay, you picking up some of these gangster rappers, that shit is cool, all that. They trying to play this field, go ahead and play with them, But you seeing, man, goddamn it, Quincy Jones and Snoop about to give Dre an award, and you send Magic over there, to whoop him, and just do Quincy Jones like that, a man that, he Godfather hip hop, man, you know what I'm saying? From goddamn, you know what I'm saying? 70s, 80s, and you know what I'm saying, 90s, and carried on, you know?
So you telling me y'all disciplined Suge in Miami behind the Quincy Jones thing? Is that what you telling me?
That was like the last aspect because we getting executive producing credits, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
As into we getting executive producer credits and
because that happened in LA, that happened in Santa Monica. That happened in Santa Monica. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he put the venue at. Yeah, that's where the venue was at.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know, the whole venue got disrespected because, you know, sure they want to see Dre get that award or whatever that was about in his head, you know?
Yeah.
But it was like, man, we steady, you know, we thought dude to back up, knowing, you know what I'm saying, that certain dudes, you know what I'm saying, got executive producing credits. And that means, you know, overall, they managing the event, everybody in black and white attire. And too, everybody suited up and booted, you know, got suits and bow ties and shit like that, and ties, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, he had did what he had done did, but it's like, damn, you know, and you know, you know, man, me and Jimmy, you know what I'm saying, we really be on some, man, what's up, man? But you know what I'm saying, he got to drop that Jimmy, man, he here, boy. Where? Boy, he here. Because the last couple of years, now I don't know if Suge Money was funny, but you wasn't much rolling with him, Reggie.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
Like, his money was kind of funny. He ain't had no them bodyguards with him or none of that shit there, you know?
Yeah.
He started to just start tippy-toeing all kind of different places. You know what I'm saying? You know, Thinking Pablo's fuck with him the long way. You know, I talked to Petey since I've been out. I talked to Petey after the shit happened and all that. But, you know, walked in Red Room, Kanye West went around, you know, and hit him a little thigh, boom, went home, my motherfucking shell. Ain't nothing. You know, cause he was like, made a little call like he know what it is and he know what's up, you know. And, you know, he went by the right way, let them know, man, what man, I shot myself. But I know he had a probation aspect.
Correct.
And they had to take ballistics and all that, and like, ain't no goddamn way you shot yourself.
Correct. Correct.
So, I don't know how he crossed over that line of probation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they like, nigga, you ain't shoot yourself, nigga. Oh, he was carrying a pistol?
Correct.
So I know he had to blow like, man, bitch shot me, dog. You know? So, you know, do all that, you know, but like you just said, you know, he tapped Kanye for a nice little check, nigga, to have all your premises.
Yeah.
I heard he got like, you know what I'm saying, 200-300 grand up out of him.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
But you know.
Right. I never knew that this was discipline behind his actions at the award show. What he's talking about is when Young Buck supposedly stabbed somebody that went up to try to run up on the stage.
He caught him with a little knife shot.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing, he ain't bleed too hard.
Yeah,
he caught fool with a little knife shot. That's it. And they try to, I think they arrested them and all that too.
Yeah.
So a lot of shit happened that night. You know, 50 Cent slapped the shit out of Fred Drew in the back at the award. We was like, 50, what the fuck you doing, man? He's like, man, my fault, you know. My fault, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, why you disrespecting the award show? You know, niggas is executive producing this shit. So that means, you know what I'm saying, we here to referee this motherfucker. Fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
So, you know, but you know, it's little gangster rap music, you know, when we get together, you know what I'm saying? A lot of tension explode, but it be like, you know what I'm saying, try to pipe that shit down, man, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to do what the fuck they do and come out this shit, man, with a nice check and get another one next time.
Yeah. Hey, I also heard you tell the story about D-Mac and she had been on the boat together. What was that? What event was that?
Yeah, we was on a boat together. I don't know the event though.
Was it? I mean, what state was it in? Was it in L.A.?
No, in L.A.
It was in L.A. Okay.
In L.A. It was just a little ride across. Music was a little industry. Was a little industry. What's that clothing line Tracy used to run? Damn it, man. It's a little clothing line. What the fuck was that clothing line name?
Not the True Religion.
Ed Hardy.
Oh, yeah, Ed Hardy. Yeah. Yes.
Ed Hardy clothing line aspect. You know what I'm saying? A little boated aspect, you know. Feel kind of tripping. You see D-Mac. You know, he blowing smoke towards D-Mac. And You know what I'm saying?
Was that the D-Mac that used to manage the game? Is that how that connection went with D-Mac and the game?
Yeah, the D-Mac, that
Yeah.
discovered the game.
Oh,
You
wow.
know?
So Puffy Boy got paid by Dre $500,000? Oh, I mean, some more.
Yeah, you know, but D-Mac got the keys to Puffy's Hampton house, Star Island house, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, I'm following, you know, D-Mac and Wolf, God bless his dead, was like, you know, that was his, you know what I'm saying?
Those are Puffy Boys.
D-Mac,
yeah,
D-Mac V, you know what I'm saying? T-Mac, all them boys, Cooley, God bless his dead, Cooley. You know, all them boys from Mansfield Crips released always, you know, back Puff, make sure they could
that go back with Mark Curry and all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, all that old creep.
And the guy that supposedly shot Suge at the Chris Brown party, boy. Oh man, Bills, boy.
yeah. How you laid off? When you laid off? What year you laid off Suge?
I got away from him in 2002.
Shit like that, yeah.
I got away 2002.
Like that, yeah.
But then I went back when he got violated and ran the company. And then I went back when he filed for bankruptcy in like 2007, 2008. But by that time, everything was just going downhill. And we were just dealing with
that money was getting real funny. I could tell. I could tell that money. Yeah, he was everywhere he tiptoed. He was solo. He couldn't afford that entourage no more.
Correct. Well, Zoe, man, we got to get you, man. As soon as you get that ankle bracelet off and everything, man, we got to get you in LA so we can sit down. Because you got some stories.
Man, I've been in the system with Big LA. Big LA. We just cool and chilling, drinking who's drunk, war story, and like, we here.
I know.
I'm Dave, you know, Miami nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm my Haitians, you know. We fall in line. Trinidad, you know, my Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? Virgin Island, we just be falling in line trying to be like, man, we coolin'. Trying to figure
y'all always just cool, Y'all cool, but when the business have to be handled, then y'all with the business.
Yeah. You know that is. But this hip hop baby ain't only 50 years old, man. Africa 5,030 years old. This shit got a long way to go, baby. You know?
Respect. Well, I'm going to be hollering at you later on this week. We got some things lined up, and we're gonna do some things together. So I'm going to be a fixture. We're calling you, Zoe. That's for everything.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Ain't no pressure.
All right, brother.
Yo.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Reggie. So it does appear that Diddy is going to be granted bail. I just wanted to get your initial thoughts and if you feel like he'll now push the trial date back, or what do you think he does now that he's got bail?
Well, he better enjoy being out. He better enjoy getting out because now the government is mad and they're going to add so many cases, yo. There's going to be so many cases and so many more suspects getting arrested within the next few weeks because those government, United States government hate being embarrassed like that and losing. And so now they're going to teach us a lesson about how you better play in line. I'm about to tell y'all watch, y'all come back and then y'all be like, oh, that damn Reggie told us. Yeah, Diddy, they gonna get him for something. Diddy is hooked on drugs, y'all. He's gonna pop some pills. He's gonna do a dirty test. He's gonna do something to violate. When you rich and you've been rich, y'all gotta remember, Diddy been hitting a home run, been doing things since 92, 93. And so guys like that that's been able to make their own moves and do their own things, it's hard for them to follow directions and to follow because we think we can always push the envelope. And he's going to try them. And that pre-trial, they have what they call a pre-trial probation officer. And they don't really like us. They don't want us out free and roaming the streets and stuff like that. And so trust me, they're going to have one of the toughest probation officers. Y'all remember that scene in the Tony Sopranos when the guy came, when he came to the house and he had all the stolen TVs in the house and all of that, and how he was like, you're not the normal probation officer. Where's the other one? And they do stuff like that. They'll change your probation officer and give you one that's more stricter than the other probation officer. and they come at you. And that's what's going to happen to Diddy if they don't violate his, if they don't get him for adding more charges to him, then they're going to definitely just get him on some type of technicality to get him violated and back in jail. So we did an episode earlier. Hopefully he was in there getting those things in line. When I'm saying those things in line, I'm talking about getting his finance and getting everything taken care of. So we won't be getting reports of Christian, his son, and his mother, or his alleged auntie, Miss Janice, fighting over power and all of that. Hopefully Diddy is out there getting things like that taken care of. Y'all don't be mad. Y'all don't be mad, because the good thing about it is now he got this money up there put up, and hey, now people know, attorneys know where to go and put a lien on that money, and he'll never touch that money, and he's going to have to eventually take a deal and go sit down and do some time. And so I know a lot of y'all sad, a lot of y'all mad, but don't be mad. But because one thing we got to remember, though, we're still in the United States of America, and we all still have rights. He is just accused of crimes yet. He has not been convicted of any crimes. Y'all want to be mad about somebody? Y'all need to be mad about that motherfucker that got 34 felony convictions against him and ain't going to do a deal or even have to deal with it because he won an election. But I'll leave that alone. No, we're not here for politics. That's what y'all need to be mad at.
Okay, Reggie, we just heard the news now that Diddy was denied bail. I just wanted to get your thoughts and your reaction, and where do you think he goes from here, if anywhere?
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed in the system. You know what I mean by the system? I'm one of those, and I've been telling you, I keep preaching it. I'm going to keep preaching it. I don't care. I know I offend some people, mainly victims and people like that, but I'm one that still believes that in the United States, we should have innocent until proven guilty. And in that meaning, until I'm convicted of a crime, I shouldn't be treated as I've been convicted of a crime. Now, I know y'all would say, well, he can go and be threatening people and using this money to influence people and doing all of that. Well, if he get caught doing that, then he gonna pay for it. And trust me, they got a special unit and a special probation officers and the strictest probation officers that would have been watching him if he would have got out. Now, I know he said that he didn't get out. And so I agree with y'all about that. That, hey, he's where he needs to be. He needs to stay there and be in there. But that's the only reason that I have a problem. Because I know we have these things in place. And so I believe people should be able to get bail for one victim. Now, when he get all the other victims that I believe is eventually coming, all the other victims and co-defendants that's about to go in there, then, yeah, okay, I agree with y'all. But right now, it looks like he's getting treated a little harsh compared to some of the other people. Epstein even had bail at one time until he messed up. Harvey Weinstein, he had a bail until he messed up. Bill Cosby had a bill until he messed up. R. Kelly had a bill until, so I'm just trying to say, man, I don't know, but it's just like, it seemed like whatever judicial area you in, or whatever judge, or how the person feels about you and all of that, is how it determines whether you can get bail or not. And I'm just scared to live in a country like that. But, hey, the crimes, the civil crimes that we are hearing, and the beliefs that we all believe and we have been hearing, and the allegations about kids, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for him, y'all. It's kind of hard. Y'all got to understand, When I'm saying I feel bad, I'm talking about anybody. It could have been John, it could have been Reggie, it could have been Michael or whoever. It's just that I feel bad because I feel as though it should be a set schedule, a bill set. It shouldn't just be up to this judge and how he feeling this day, this judge and how they feeling that day, and that person. That's my only argument, y'all. So please understand when I'm saying that. That's what I mean. That we all should have the same rights or the same punishment or the same, conditions. Is this what I believe? I know it don't happen. I totally get it. I'm not that naive. But is it bad to wish that way? But hey, he got time to settle. Now he ain't got to put up that money, and now he can go and do his trust and get everything like I suggest to him to get done. He need to go get all of that stuff in order, and so he can get ready to file bankruptcy, because that's all the end game is. And then, try to save something for. Because the only reason I'm here and do things and all of that, I'll be honest, is to, so with my wife, if I leave before my wife, she'll be secure and okay. And then once she and I leave, the kids that we have will be okay. And that's what I would suggest that Diddy try to get in line. And he ain't married, never been married, so he ain't got to worry about that. His mother is up in age, so he just got to make sure one of those kids will be able to take care of her. And that would be my only take, my only suggestion. But hey, Diddy's going to be behind jail. Mayfield date, trust me. Just like you remember when Keefe D first got out. We supposed to have the trial by now. It's supposed to be going on right now. It was supposed to went on last week, November the 4th, I think the day was. And now this way in, I think March or something like that. And I don't even think it's going to, if he has a trial. I honestly believe both Keefe D and Diddy is going to take plea deals. But, those dates are going to be pushed back. And the only good thing is Reggie Wright prediction might be off now. The government may take time to get better victims, to get their ducks in orders and get the paperwork right for the different co-defendants, and they might not work as hard towards Christmas date. And so that's the only negative part I hear about him being remanded into custody. But now it's starting to get serious. And now Diddy really needs to be on suicide watch. Is what he really needs to be on. Because now he's really starting to see, okay, y'all got to remember this though. And this is what a lot of people forget. He still got one more chance. One more chance. Ain't that something? He needs to be playing that every night. Because now he gets to go to the Court of Appeal, the district. I think it's some District 2 or something like that. District 2 of the Court of Appeal. He gets to take that. So he still got one more shot, y'all, to get out on bail. And that would be what he's be praying and hoping for. But that would be my take. And I know it's a good day for a lot of us. Just kind of remember, y'all, if it can happen to him, it can happen to you. And that's what's supposed to happen in other countries, where dictators and judges and people like that can just say, this is what it is. This is how it's going to be. United States, we're supposed to be different, y'all. And we all supposed to have a rights to do things. I know y'all will say, the things that he's done is real heinous, and I agree with y'all. But he hasn't been criminally, I'll just remind y'all, he hasn't been criminally, no charges haven't been put on him criminally yet. They all been put on him civilly. So just think about that. That's all I'm going to say, because I know I'll piss off a bunch of y'all. Peace.
Okay. Last set of tapings, we talked about Shine doing a documentary on Hulu, and it hadn't come out at the time that we spoke about it last. But I saw that from prison, Diddy, or from jail, whatever, Diddy had his lawyers send the cease and desist letter to try to get that documentary shut down. Do you feel like that's something he could do more, given that so many people are talking about him, or do you think he's only going to save that for more high-profile, official kind of documentaries? Because I was surprised that he did it to Shine, but he didn't do it to TMZ, who's been putting out stuff on Tubi.
Yeah. Well, you and I even learning laws about that, where TMZ takes or Tubi takes a different position. Especially TMZ takes a different position when the stuff newsworthy and all of that you put up, and you put up, and we was like, damn, what are they talking about? Tubi honored it, but TMZ don't want to honor it, and so I know they have a different position over there with their legal staff and all of that. But I understand why Diddy and them is doing that. I don't know if it's going to be successful, because anybody can send a cease and desist letter. We, in our lifetime, got about 2 or 3 different cease and desist letters from different people. But that don't mean you got to honor it. They just throwing out a demand. And so I don't think that Sean would do it. I understand why Diddy did it, because he don't want that out there, about the nightclub incident. Because I'm sure now the Sean that did his time, he's telling Diddy shot, and so we all been saying Diddy just, most of us, all of the Diddy defenders, what we saying? He did nothing. He just had an orgy. He just having sex with people. But you start getting that beating of Cassie and that incident, and then you hear the people about shooting guns. Then you go and bring that thing up at UCLA where he beat that coach up with that weights, his son coach. And then, you show all that, then, people that's on juries and not people that's generally on YouTube. Most of you motherfuckers that's sitting in here commenting on YouTube all day, you motherfuckers ain't gonna get put on no jury. And so my point is, it's usually the lady that working at the grocery store or sitting at the church picnic and all that, the people those are the ones that's generally on your jury. It's not, us. When I'm saying us, I'm talking about us, people that's on YouTube and following all of this stuff. It's usually our mamas and aunties, the people we're going to see, this week, or who, we've been seeing during the holiday times. So my point is, but they hearing about this. I bet most of y'all, when y'all had Thanksgiving dinner this week, everybody was talking about Diddy, right? Everybody. Over 75% of y'all talked about Diddy and the football game that was going on, right? And so my point is, but they didn't even know who Diddy was last year. But so now you start hearing about Diddy, and the first thing you hear is about a guy that, cause Shine looks good, y'all. He looked like a politician, which he is, He don't look like a regular rapper. So you hear him talking about being in a club and Diddy shooting a gun and J-Lo and all of this. And people like that gonna listen. And you don't want them hearing stuff like that, because that's people that generally might be on your jury. And he just don't have this criminal juror. He got all these civil jurors that might be out there. So that's why he's trying to shut that down. I don't think he's going to be successful, because it's just Shine and them telling their story. He has an NDA with that young lady that he gave that $750,000 to, who broke it over there on Art the Dialogue channel and some other people channels that she did, which I'm surprised nobody went after her yet. I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy and his lawyers don't go after her yet, but they probably don't want to bring no attention to her, because she was actually a person that was a violent crime, getting shot. And so they trying to, get that suppressed or whatever. Well, I wouldn't be surprised though if they do send something to her, because Luckily, she hasn't been on Diddy as much as she's been on Shine. For some reason, she hates Shine a lot more than she does Diddy. But once this particular documentary come out, I got a feeling her stock's going to go up again. And people going to start doing flashbacks on her if they haven't already started. But that would be my take. That's the only reason, y'all. He's just trying to get this stuff stopped. Not that he care about Shine, all that. He's worried now about the jury pool on all these civil cases and this criminal case, because people are going to hear about now that everybody is what? How many Americans is it? What, 700 million of us or whatever? 330 something million, 335 million of us. Shit. I would bet to say 250 of us saw that Cassie video at one time. And so a lot of people knows about it. Then they start hearing about the shooting. They're going to hear about that UCLA thing, which I bet a lot of y'all forgot about, where he beat up his son, coach, with a dumbbell or something like that. And then all of these alleged kids and people, young ladies talking about they were drugged. Man, it's a lot of stuff to overcome. It's going to be a lot of stuff to overcome, and that's what he's trying to stop, y'all. And that's all. That's the only reason he's trying to stop it from coming out. It's for the jury pool.
Hey Reggie, I saw a couple pictures floating around the internet of Uncle Fester and Keefe D's son out in New York. I wanted to see if you saw those and if you had any idea what they were all doing together in New York, because I believe I saw Phil Carson and some other people with them.
Yeah, they still trying to push that little documentary they had that we had. I had yanked down off of Tubi. I know you don't like to take credit for that, but everybody know me and John is a tag team. But yeah, they trying to promote that little bullshit that they got. But it's so, man, it is so crazy to me that RJ claims to be a Tupac fan or want justice for Tupac, him and the meth head JMX and Phil Carson just wants some clout somehow, you know. But my whole point is they just don't want to admit that they're wrong. Why can't they just sit back and now they're trying to do everything they can to dirty up the Tupac investigation. It's funny to me that these people that had nothing to do with Tupac life is making themselves like they're the justice for Keefe D now. First it was justice for Tupac. Now there's justice for Keefe D because that ain't what happened. Like they know or have any ideas what they wanted to have. You forget, Frank and Kevin Hackey both wanted to publicly apologize to me for making the accusations against me. He wanted to stop them. Now we know why he wanted to stop them. Now we know why he got on our interview and said, hey, Frank, don't remember, you can't go apologizing to Reggie. You can't do that because you got to remember all the stuff you said, meaning all the stuff that you done said that you're going to mess us up from eating. But they out there, they had a little presser or something. I can tell where this is going, where they probably trying to tell Keefe D and his family that Reggie and them got something to do with it and this. Man, ain't no real criminal attorney gonna get up there and go for the bull crap that RJ Bonds, JMX, and all of them are trying to push. But hey, the only thing I guess we can hope for is Diddy will have to, do a agreement, what they call that, a proffer agreement right before this plea deal, where he had to lay out everything and he can verify the stuff that Keefe D, has said was true, and that'll kill Keefe D credibility all about he was telling a lie. Because we all know Keefe D wasn't telling no lie. He might have told the only lie I may give Keefe D credit for telling is who's the shooter or something like that is. And that's 3% at worst. And that's just because of the seating in the car. Because I heard there was a fifth person in the car. And this comes from a very, very reliable source. Very. But that's the only lie that I have caught Keefe in, is that I really believe that there was a fifth person sitting in the backseat of that car, because I know he was the person that would have had the guns out there, because he was living out there in that city at the time. And he was a little rider. But other than that, hey, y'all want to bank Keefe? Well, he just a pill popper that's just getting a free ride. And he's supposed to be trying to fight for his son. So I don't have no problems with what little Keefe trying to do, with his little lying ass. But y'all got to remember, what do he know? He was 2 years old at the time, if that, when this supposedly happened. So all he knows is what his daddy is telling him or what he want to believe. What have you really told your kids that you did? You told your kids, all you females, you told your kids how many dicks you was sucking in the backseat of a car when you was young? For all you supposedly gangsters, you told your kids what you was doing? So I don't know. Maybe y'all do, because some of y'all niggas like to brag and lie and talk shit. But the real shit that you did when you was young, you don't be telling your kids. You try to make yourself look good. I'm so glad my kids don't watch this shit that I'll be talking on YouTube. If my kids came to me and told me that they watch this shit, I wouldn't say half the stuff. I'll be up there doing interviews like Shine doing. But I know my mama, my daddy, and my kids don't listen to this. And my wife very rarely listens to it. The only time she hear it when I'm playing it back, responding to you niggas in comments. And then she over here. But my only point is, they were out there. I saw some footage when they were meeting with people, and they had about 4 or 5 people in the room. They had their presser. And so, hey, they can go and waste their money and try, but who gonna distribute it? Who gonna distribute it? Because all they did was use Bomb First content. That's all they got is Bomb First content. And it's not going to happen. They're not going to get away with it. I will spend my last fight, using stuff for them to make, but I know RJ moved again to Wildermore, to his new house. I will put a lien on that house. I will sue him now. I have the ability and the time now. It is not 2002 to sue. Got things going on now where we know how to deal with this now. We're getting very, very knowledgeable with dealing with lawsuits over here at Bomb First, because Reggie talks so much shit. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. But ain't even giving Uncle Fester and his new crackhead friend any type of publicity. But that was just funny to me to see them out there doing a presser, what they call a press junkie. And it was 5 people in the room. That was funny to me. Y'all just don't know the shit that I see that makes me laugh. But hey, good luck, y'all. See you in court, because I will be attaching that house if you put out anything that I'm a part of. Peace, Mom First.
Martin Tyler, no, I'm not doing any more conspiracy videos. We copied.
We talked about that. Yeah, you got to remember, a lot of these people just tuned in because they, it's probably about 7 or 8 o'clock on the, in the UK, and so they just now starting to really tune in.
And Mike Dorsey. All right, okay. First off, I should have taken the high road. You asked what I thought about Mike Dorsey. I probably should have. Again, there's sometimes you just take the high road, and I didn't. All right, so that's it. Okay.
So the only reason I asked that, I wasn't trying to start anything. I was going to ask you, can I connect him on the phone? I was going to say, well, can I?
No. But
you said we didn't want to do Greg.
Right.
I was going to say, would you talk to
but I want to be fair about it.
Okay.
To answer Mike's question, he asked, will RJ continue to drag Reggie and promote his theory that Reggie had Tupac killed after this? Well, that's kind of the point, Mike. If you had been listening for the last month, I've toned down the rhetoric drastically since Reggie's been talking. After this, if, and I'm going to say if because there's an if there, okay? If, like anybody else, I'm not the judge and jury of it, but if I feel like there's enough plausibility in this, that, you know, and we talked about it like when we reached the thing about Colesis and Fridays and what happened where, that there's possibility, I'm going to go back and I'm going to take a look at what's been said. I mean, I can't change the past. The past is the past, just like Reggie can't change the past, okay? But at the same time, what you can do is you can say, yeah, if this is what I believe to be true, then why would I put out any more conspiracy videos about it? Why would I do that? Okay, other than money, okay? But I already said that's not why I'm in it. But, you know, bottom line is that you're not going to put out a DVD about something that you don't believe in. Okay, that's just, I mean, maybe there are other people who do that. I don't.